Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! On this week's episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast, Nick and Luke talk about war stories, the Cavaliers sandwich, and terrible fitness trackers. Nick describes the apex of Australian action.
It shows their face, and then it shows the thing, and it shows their face, and it shows their thing, and it's like pulling out, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. Turns around, everyone get out!
Then Luke gets deep in the inner circle of the guerrilla mafia.
That's what I'm saying. Harambe named the kid. He's like, Uglug, you're now part of our family. We now have 12 gorillas in the Cincinnati Zoo.
All that and more to come on the 20th episode of the Velocity Chaos Podcast. Leave us a voicemail at 151541-CHAOS. Hey everyone, I'm just going to do a quick interjection here. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in live to the 20th episode and catching all 19 episodes before this. If you were there, you know that we had some technical difficulties, but we got a backup recording. Not as good quality, but all the content's there and it's pure. So thank you so much. We love you all, and I hope you enjoy it.
All right, and welcome. Here we are on the 20th God dang episode. Here we go. Nick, how are you?
20 episodes.
We did it. We're done now.
Bye. I'm done.
Thank you.
That's all I signed up for. That was all that was written on my contract.
Yeah, we had a 20 contract, so that's it. That's what we do.
No, just kidding. We'll be here forever.
Yeah.
20 times 20.
I was thinking, another shower thought. This brings back to one of our first episodes with shower thoughts. So say maybe we do 20 episodes. Maybe we do 200 episodes. Maybe we do 2,000 episodes. That's like 40 years of episodes.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't even think of that.
Not practical.
Yeah. Or is it?
Or is it?
Head transplants.
That's right. We're going to be head transplant. Oh, okay. I know we had the structure going on.
Yeah.
But this is getting frozen, cryogenic freezing.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Like, is Walt Disney a genius, or did they just kill someone straight up?
When did that happen?
Didn't
they froze him?
Yeah, isn't he one of the frozen?
Oh, I don't know. There's like a vault of famous people where they're like, we cremated them.
Yeah.
But they're actually just in a giant tube in ice water.
Aren't we all just in giant tubes in ice water?
Probably. According to the Wachowskis, and Keanu Reeves. Just hanging out.
So yeah, that's what we do. Is if you've never had the Velocity Chaos Podcast, tantalize your earbuds. We
lick them.
I apologize.
No, I don't. 20 episodes now. We can do whatever we want.
Whatever.
We made it through.
We got longevity.
Yeah, we are veterans. We're just like those. We're like the first season rookies. Like, you made it through the first season. Congratulations. We didn't cut you after drafting you in the 15th round.
You made it.
You made it.
Or we're just playing. Like, they didn't ask us to play. We're just playing.
Who told you to go out on the field? The only reason you got to play that snap was because I was trying to avoid a 12-man penalty.
Yeah. Just trying to keep our good players not injured.
The Cavs are going to the finals, Luke.
That is true.
Or they are in the finals, yeah.
They've gone.
They've gone.
They're prepping for Thursday.
It's going to be sweet because I'm going to the watch party on Thursday.
Look at you.
First time.
Has that been you saying that? Have I zoned that out? Like, I heard somebody saying that over the last few days.
Hey, Luke, guess what? In your brain. I don't care. Switch. Drone. I'm going to the watch party, and we're back. What's going on? Don't care.
So yeah, what do we got up first on the ballot board?
Well, like always, we want to remind people that we're always into interacting. We're always excited to develop new relationships. As if you go back and listen, we have with some of our favorite fans. Captain Daddy.
Yes.
Our number one fan. If you want to try to dethrone him, start calling into the Velocity Chaos podcast at 15-15-41 Chaos. I really doubt you're going to be able to top him. He's already won an Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
He's already shared with us his spoils.
Yep.
A great wine holder shaped in a smiling dolphin.
That is the
Have
best.
you posted that on?
That's on there.
Great. You need to check these out, guys. Everyone should have one of these in their home.
Yes.
But
if you partake in the wine. But no, yeah, Captain Daddy, I mean, he's tops right now, but that doesn't mean that he can't dethrone him. He's a captain.
Yeah.
Captains aren't always the highest.
He would probably tell you that it's impossible for you to do that. But,
and I would say it's very near impossible at this point.
Yeah, so anyway, call us 15-15-41 Chaos.
That's 1515-412-4267.
Yeah. So, Luke, it's Memorial Day.
It is. That's why I'm wearing this shirt.
It's a great shirt. Just red, white, and blue all day long.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Googling the lyrics.
I want to see who sings this song so you can sing with me. Oh, Lee Greenwood, that's who it was.
Claim to fame. His grandkids are, like, his great-grandchildren, his, like, heritage is just gonna, like, I can't go to a sports arena anymore.
What? I would be there all the time.
You're just shouting, my grandpa wrote this song! You're telling everyone in your section, they're like, we get it, dude. Whatever.
You had some cool stories about your memorial experience?
Yeah, so...
lineage?
Memorial Day is an awesome holiday. I think it's really cool. It's, to commemorate those people that have passed in the service of our country. And I had a great uncle who served in World War II. And he was an awesome guy. Even when he was like in his 80s, he was just like this 6'6" guy. I mean,
mountain of a man.
Yeah, he was just a big man. He was a construction worker after the war. But it was just cool because I got to spend a lot of time with him before he did pass away. And I just remember all the stories that he would tell us. And one of my favorite ones was this story where he was talking about how he was... I just want to share this with you. I told you I was going to share this with you at the beginning of the show, before the show. But I think it's worth hearing because it's crazy. It's just, this is how crazy these people lived and the stories that come out of these experiences. But he started in the Africa Peninsula and fought his way up into Europe. So he had a long tour, and it was crazy because they effed up his paperwork a bunch of times. Yeah. So he actually served like the equivalent of like 3. Like most people like did this much. He did 3 times that because they messed up his paperwork.
Yeah, we don't got you down. It sounds like insurance.
He's like, why has everyone in my troop gone home and I'm still here? But anyway, when he was in Africa, he said that like the people in like the native people hated the Germans. They knew what side like was the good side, and America. It's probably because they were so cool.
Look at us.
But he said that it was the craziest thing because you were sleeping out in the bush and you were out at night, like just kind of out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times on their assignments, they were just sleeping pretty far away, and it was dark because like the enemy, the battles and all that stuff. And he said what would happen is you would like in the middle of the night, you wouldn't even hear him walk up to you. But you would just hear people walking around your camp.
Yeah.
And the captains and stuff, the commanding officers would say, don't react, don't get up, don't engage. Like, these people are allies, but like they don't really play by any rules.
Yeah.
So they would just come into these camps.
They threw the rule book out the window a long time ago.
Here's what was going on. They would the natives would come into the camp, and he said what you feel is like you're sleeping in your full battle gear, and you would just feel fingers touching your... This is like chilling, yeah. But you would feel fingers touching the rim of your helmet. And he said the reason was because the American helmets were straight across the forehead, and then German helmets had that like up top thing.
What?
And so like it was pitch black in the middle of the night. So these people would come and by touch of the helmets.
Oh man.
They would figure out like who like was their friends and who was their enemies. So
Holy Christ, that's scary.
So, like he's like that's why they also told everyone no paraphernalia. Do not think you're going to be some hotshot cool guy wearing a Kraut helmet around because they'll be like, why is there one German guy in this American camp? Doesn't matter. Cut his throat.
Spy.
So yeah,
Jesus, I could.
So he just had stories on stories, and it was incredible. It was crazy. He was a crazy man. Crazy man.
I could tell you some stories if I could remember them, but I don't remember any of them.
Oh, no, well, you need to find somebody in your family and record those. I think I have a video cassette, like an old like mini DV of him when I sat down with him one time and just like talked with him for an hour.
I think that would be a great idea just to start doing with people in general.
Yeah.
Like, record your family.
Yeah.
There you go.
NPR does that.
Oh.
They put out like a big question like throughout the year, and they have people I think like record their family, the old, the young, just these general like life questions, and then they put them all together and just like have them around.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got to do. And I mean, when your contact slips out of your eye and it's bothering you, so you keep rubbing your eye, it just makes it worse. I mean, not to sound self-absorbed, but I feel like that's the worst pain that anyone can go through.
Worse than childbirth.
Yeah. Like, God, could you just feel the pain that's going on in my eye right now? No. That's, it's really tough.
What's that?
Exercising.
Exercising.
Isn't that what our next thing was?
Pain and gain. No, yeah. We found a couple articles this week that I thought were pretty funny.
Yeah.
The first one you found was the...
Fitbits are liars.
You got a little liar strapped to your wrist.
So this little bad boy right here is not a Fitbit, but...
It's even worse. It's a knockoff liar.
That's all I buy is knockoff stuff.
Nice.
It's not a Heil PR40. It's like a Hale DR 39 plus 1 now. No, but the trackers they track heart rate well.
Yeah.
The worst one was like 7% off of a heart rate, but then calorie burn, it was like 27% to 94%.
Oh my gosh!
Like range of accuracy.
94%. Like it's just like throwing ball like darts at.
600 calories in the last half hour. Yeah, good. Keep it up.
You burned a whole Chipotle burrito today. Awesome! I can have another one.
Yeah, go. And then just talk. Yeah. Go for it.
Go for it. More Chipotle.
Keep your heart rate down.
Comes out that like Chipotle like has stock in the company. It's just like, we're promoting like healthy eating in all of our customers.
Get one of these.
But it's really just like this thing's like, you're good, man. You're good. It's like 2 months later, and you're like, why do I weigh 500 pounds?
I burned 6,000 calories this month.
I should be a god.
Chiseled.
No. Yeah, chiseled. Wrong god. Like you're thinking Apollo, you end up more like Dionysus, the god of wine and partying and
bring me my wine.
The fat guy.
I'm just thinking of what's the robot from Futurama?
Bender?
No, the one that sits in the chair and people feed him crazy.
Oh yeah. Gluttonbot or something. Yeah, that guy. But the funny other thing is, like, I found an article separately from yours where it was talking about how this new 3D, like...
Yeah.
The funny thing is now we're getting into this age of technology where they're, like, taking, they're taking two different technologies and, like, slamming them together. So it's, like, they're taking, like, airport security where they, like, scan your whole body and they're like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? I'm not a dude. Oh, yeah, I keep telling you about that. But, no, it's, like, it's, like... They took that, and then they took, like, the classic, like, body scale, just the bathroom body scale, and someone's like, you know what, we can totally pump this up another notch. We can have your own personal trainer, like, because, I mean, what's the first thing a personal trainer does? It's like, well, he looks at your body, and you're like, oh, God.
Full ocular assessment of what's going on here.
And they're like, we're going to sign you up for the 3-year package, and then some people are like, You know, you could probably just like do some parkour out in the city and you'd still be good.
Yeah, hardcore parkour.
Parkour. But so somebody invented this, or they want to like design it and release it. But it's a 3D body scanner, bathroom scale, so it can like actually scan your body and then get that like 3D like image, and then it can like give you tips on working out from there. And I'm just like, that could be like the most motivational device in the world. Because it just, you're going to like turn, it's like, please turn sideways. And it just turn, oh shit!
or a very judgmental best friend.
Yeah,
you know, you can get the 3D scale or the friend.
You got to go outside and run around for about 5 hours.
You're not chubby. It's
You're not chubby.
You're big. You're fat.
But you're not bad looking.
Yeah.
Your face is good.
You want to work this right here.
All of it.
Do some crunches. And I think the 3D body scanner, like, it's going to scan your body, and then when you leave the house, it's going to clone you. That's like what its alternate ulterior motive. Yeah. Because when you said 3D, I was
God.
Oh, that's probably like 3D printers or something.
They're 3D printing people. How devious would that be? And then like you come home one day, or I like come over and you're just like not blinking and just staring at me and like, you cool, man? Yes. Why do you ask?
I am fine.
yeah. But all of our tech problems are all fixed.
Yeah.
Like,
I did some work on the place. I fixed the studio.
but you're like on-air personality, just like tanks. Like,
That was humorous.
Yeah. I'm also like just thinking like you can have different settings of intensity of like how much it responds to your weight. So it's like the encouraging one. It's like, hey man, you got this. Like go out there and be positive today. And then you're just like the hardcore like body scanner, and it's just like you step on the scale. Please turn sideways. Yeah, you should kill yourself.
You should get off me right about now. I want to stay alive.
Never step on me again. Don't come back here until you look like Heidi Klum.
Who does she look like? I'm not... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I got her.
Yeah.
I found her.
Okay.
Pulled that one out of the bank.
Nice. But yeah, like they're definitely going to have settings, or they're going to be voiced by different people.
You
like,
can get your own personal trainer voice, like Arnold. You can do it.
Yeah, you can do this, man. Or it's like, that's more like Antonio Banderas.
I'm not good. I've got like no.
You would be sexy just like me. Look at yourself in the mirror.
They get the Old Spice guy. Look at me. Look back at yourself. Look in the mirror. Now back to me.
And look at your feet. Look at the scale. Look at that number. Look away. In shame.
Feel bad.
Or it's like the movie announcer guy. In a world where you were too big, you found a scale that would change your life forever.
On that day. I've got nothing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Go do it.
And then you start running, but then the music stops because you left the room because it's autonomous to when you come in the room. So then you just end up running around in your room.
I can't stop.
I need to stay within shouting distance so it can tell me what to keep doing, because that's what runs my life right now, is listening to robots, like phones. The phones in your pockets that buzz to tell you to stand up. That's where we're at this point in life, where
I need a reminder.
You know, it's not just, oh, I've got this now. Let me do some crunches every night, or let me do some squats, and this is.
I'd like to find a mate.
Yes, I'm trying to get to the next level in life.
Not saying that physical is the only thing that matters, but
it is. I just want to take a quick shout out here to Nick's biceps. As
I was trying to hide those in the green.
You're trying to hide. You can't hide those.
I picked this shirt.
Huge.
I picked this shirt just to kind of hide it.
No, I just want to.
I was thinking of like putting a timer on every 5 minutes of the show. Just kidding. They're not that impressive.
I have a gun rule here, Nick. You're not allowed to bring guns into my apartment. You didn't approve this. But I just want to say hey to everyone real quick, kind of quick pause, but Don and Mary for joining, David, I'm just going to whoever commented something. David, thanks for commenting. Ryan, thank you so much. We saw him the other day. I think we got some big stuff coming.
Mr.
Ryan.
Koppelman.
Yeah. And Tim, thanks for popping in, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
So
the whole gang is here.
I think, just a reminder, 15-15-41 Chaos. I want you to call in.
Well, that brings up a good point. Last week we started about a month-long thing. We're looking, last week it was announced President Trump was at the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. So what we want you guys to do is call into the 15-15-41 Chaos podcast hotline and let us know what you think Trump wrote on his note that he inserted into the Wailing Wall.
Yeah.
And please, do that in your best impression of our president.
Our great president.
Yeah, but that's what that's our mission right now for all of our fans out there listening and all the ones who are calling in.
We'll get a nice montage. I'm sure Captain Daddy will probably send something.
He's cooking up something.
He did. He said we did have a chat with Captain Daddy.
We did.
We did a off the air voice chat. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We learned
he's
some
our number
things.
one fan. When you're our number one fan, we interact with you outside of the podcast. Just saying. If that's not enough,
as much as us getting into you through you listening to us, we want you to get inside of us as well.
Yeah, we're all about that. Fair trade.
Yeah,
fair trade. But anyway, so wasn't there another? There was another anniversary today.
There was.
Because this is a holiday, but it's not.
It's the anniversary of Memorial Day. The last time it was on May 29th.
Yeah, it's our anniversary.
The last Monday of May. It was a glorious day, but no. At one point there was it 11 gorillas in the Cincinnati Zoo? Was it something like that?
There was 11, and then there was...
And then at one point there was only 10. Our good friend, Harambe.
What a shame.
That's just a moment of silence. Okay, thank you.
We didn't even do one of those for Memorial Day.
I am the worst.
We'll do it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So
I sang I'm proud to be an American.
How many years has it been? Sorry.
I don't know.
2 years?
1 or 2?
It's gotta be.
That's how much I care. Is that?
I don't think anyone's going to get mad at you for not knowing this, but yeah, and the situation was that somebody had fallen into the enclosure, right? And they felt like it was the best course of action to put down the 600, 800 pound beast.
It was a year ago.
Oh wow!
Yesterday, year and a day. I'll never forget. And now we say we miss you.
Wherever you are in Big Monkey Heaven.
Big Monkey Heaven with Macho Man Randy Savage.
He's probably telling everybody the story up there. He's like, man, I was just sitting there one day. Some little tyke comes falling into the exhibit, and I was about to go over there and help him up, but man, I don't even know.
I was showing him around, like, hey, over here we got food, we got bananas over here.
I got carrots, I got lettuce, I got some bugs.
Yeah. You want to go for a quick run? And he starts he doesn't know, he's just dragging him.
So boom, boom.
I get some flack for saying I would have let the situation play out if I was in charge.
They're just like,
your move, Harambe. Little Timmy.
Wow. It's I mean,
who would have shot him? Who would you have pulled the trigger or made the call to pull the trigger?
What I don't know is why did they have to put him down? Don't they have a preparation system now where it's trank high,
they had preparation for Harambe, but
we fire it from the edge of the exhibit. He's walking around. It's time for your treatment this month.
But so they're saying they couldn't tranquilize him because
he's a 800-pound gorilla.
Giant gorilla. So the sedative might not happen quick enough, and it might make him angry, getting stung by something, and he might cause harm. So instead of the possibility of him maybe doing harm, they just said, Later, Toad.
I feel bad for the kid. I hope that's like... I wonder if that's on his conscience.
Oh, I hope he never forgets.
Like...
I hope that eats him alive.
We should try to get him on the show and just be like...
How do you feel?
How do you feel? Like...
Tell me how does it feel?
I'm so unprepared for this conversation. But how old was he? How old was he?
He was a little tyke. I don't know,
what?
3,
Like
3, 4 maybe.
Oh, then he can't understand it. I thought he was like 12.
Oh, he's going to be traumatized.
Like he's a goofball. What I'm wondering is, like, first thing I would have done as a zookeeper, I'm like, well, is the kid still alive? Like, those, have you seen those exhibits? Those falls are like 10 feet. If he falls the wrong way,
it's
I'd be like,
fall.
The kid's already gone, like just, you know, why lose two people today?
Yeah. He was 3 years old, now he's 4, a little older, a little wiser. And all the regretfulness.
To commemorate last year's traumatic event, I've chosen to fall into the lion's cage this year.
Oh, speaking of, and what made me to realize this was coming across an article that a tiger mauled a female zookeeper.
Well, that sounds like pretty regular news in the zookeeping business, though, right?
So they tried to reading the story. They tried to like throw some meats. You know, like you try to you snatch a cougar, you throw your meat out there, get their attention.
That's like asking my dog. That's like, hey man, I got like this treat for you, and there's a squirrel running around the house. Like, what do you think the dog's gonna go for?
Stop biting Luke's neck. Here, eat this treat, and then. But that's what it is. Like, I guess it was attacking the lady.
Did she live?
Oh, she's gone. She's dead. They just chalked it up to a freak accident. But not a kid.
But they couldn't do that for Harambe.
That's what I'm saying.
They couldn't do that for.
Where do you draw the line?
If it's an adult female, if it's a full-grown woman, but if it's a kid,
we just want equality
we want
here.
Equality here.
Or
God, dang it.
Or is it because lions are perceived as more dangerous that they say it was a lion? That's not gonna shoot it. Yeah. Like, we know what a lion's gonna do. But I mean, it's a gorilla. Oh, we thought they were smarter than that. But there was nothing happening. So where do you draw the line? Who do you keep alive? Who do you sacrifice?
I feel so. I don't know. I do feel bad for that gorilla man because he probably
17 years old, about to turn 18.
It wasn't like
leaving the house.
It wasn't like somebody. It wasn't like the guy set up the shot and the gorilla was charging the kid. Mm-hmm. You know, like, and he's like,
I got the shot.
It's just like in Tarzan where he's just like, rah, and you're like, he just falls to the ground. And like, it was like he was probably just sitting there, like,
yeah,
and then just goes
just
back
hanging
to
out with this gorilla,
and like just
his new pet, new child. I will call you.
Well, did he approach the kid?
Yeah, he picked up. He
picked up the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a totally different story then, dude.
My god.
I don't know.
Like I said, I would have let the situation play out a little bit. Maybe they take a nap. Maybe they start feeding, and then he's like, okay. Uglug, if you want to sit here for a little bit, I'm going to go eat a little bit. I'm kind of hungry. It's snack time. They got some, I like mangoes, and they get Mango Monday.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. But that kid, I don't know. He has an experience that not many people have had. I don't think anybody's had that experience.
So we're going to need to, in about 10 years, go to a psychic to draw that memory from his head.
Yeah, because,
have him relive it.
Oh, man. That's weird. That is interesting.
I'm just, I would have let the situation play out a lot more. And
when would you have pulled the trigger then? When the first arm comes off? All right, we should probably take care of this.
I don't think I would have let it, like, hey, that's survival of the fittest right there.
That is clearly, though, like...
Yeah. Hey...
The odds are not in the kid's favor.
The kid climbed up this wall, and he chose to go over. He couldn't use his wits. Make a friend. Maybe he did make a friend. Maybe that was the Jungle Book happening.
10 years from now, we're gonna make a movie about it.
Yeah, someone is.
We're gonna make it in that moment. He makes eye contact with Harambe.
Yeah.
and like Harambe is like staring at his kid's soul, and they like connect, and it's like this.
Yeah.
Like, what if the kid was like didn't have a father, and he looks at this gorilla as a father figure, and they're just like having this moment, and then just part of Harambe's skull just disappears. Like,
it's like they're looking like
literally, you killed the kid's dad.
The kid's like, Harambe's in my head, I'm in his head. Now a bullet's through his head.
They switch conscience. Like, it's like,
oh, and that's
Harambe's still alive. As a kid, like.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now I'm okay with it. As long as that kid,
the kid's 25 and just starts exhibiting like these really like
very primal primate.
A part of Harambe's consciousness like escaped, like the ghost of Harambe.
You see the kid like start floating up and lights like emitting from his body after that. And
So, all right. So speaking of like connecting with animals,
yes.
like if you could have any animal as like a perfect pet, so like so this could be like you have a tiger and like it does whatever you say or it doesn't kill you. It's like guaranteed. Like like it's guaranteed. What animal would you have, and what would your life be like with that animal?
Well, so, does everyone in this world? Does everyone have an animal, or is this just me? I'm like some sort of like.
All right, let's like say like you were like in like your family was like doing like scientific research in Africa, and you were on the plains one day, and like your parents are like Luke, and like you're like wandered off. And there's like a little baby tiger cub there.
Tiger.
And the tiger like looked at you and you look at him and this like little tiger's lost and you grow up together because you save the tiger and then boom you like have a tiger and it's like your family.
Yeah, well I've seen
there's a movie like that. I got that from that movie where they have the two twin tigers.
I've seen The Protector with Tony Jaa. I like that one. So I mean, elephant might be up there on the list.
Dude, an elephant would be sweet. Yeah. That's a great animal bond to have. You'd be like, "Yo, Jingles, what was I supposed to do today?" And he just like takes his trunk and like points at the calendar. Like, oh yeah, oil change. Thank you.
That's why you don't forget anything.
He's like mad at you for a month because like Jingles is just pissed. Like you go to talk to him, and his ears just like cover his eyes, and you're like, "Listen, I know you're mad because I told you I'd get you 3 watermelons, but I only brought you a cantaloupe." And it's just like
I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah. You weren't there.
If I could have taken you with me, but they don't have a grocery store elephant policy. Like, it's my seeing elephant.
Yeah.
It's my stress reliever.
Where does the line stop on that? Does it stop at canine units? Are there seeing eye cats? Are there seeing eye birds? Are there seeing eye...
you have a snake like this choking you around the neck and like, oh, this really relaxes me. You pass out, come back, and like, see?
See, look at that. Good as new. So,
the snake and Robin Williams had a lot in common. Ooh. Ouch.
I would have to. I like the feline route as well. Maybe a panther.
Oh, Black Panther. Yeah. That would be so sweet because you would scare the shit out everybody who came over your house.
Yeah. Just
that
prowling.
thing would just come out of like nowhere.
It's like,
you
have a cat?
Yeah.
I mean, what's up this hair around?
Yeah, he doesn't really like people. He barely comes out.
Yeah.
It's like at night. They're like spending the night and like somebody's just sleeping and then like, the shadows.
You see these glowing
oh
eyes.
Oh my god, that'd be great. People would be like, what's happening? Oh man.
That
would be cool.
A bird, maybe a cool bird.
Falcon.
A falchion. Someone to check the skies for me, or an owl of sorts.
You're just like building like a full blown like
I am
Doolittle.
Ace Ventura.
Oh,
all right. Oh yeah, then I was gonna come around to a tiny monkey, like a sidekick.
Capuchin.
Yeah, and then tiny monkey, grab that permanent marker. And thanks, tiny monkey.
I think you give it to your elephant. Here, write this down because I'm not gonna remember it.
Start my list. And I just call him Tiny Monkey. That's his name. I'm not creative with names.
Tiny Monkey, Elephant, and Panther.
Yeah. Oh no, poor connection.
No.
Video has been paused. Signal. Oh, there we are. We're back.
But
we're back.
Yeah, it's like no one ever did like a serious version of Dr. Dolittle of like, what if he was like a warrior with all these animals?
I don't think you could pull that off.
Why?
Because Dr. Dolittle did it, and everyone's just gonna think like it's just they're just goofing on Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And you gotta have a story. Well, there's a legend you gotta build up. This guy is this great animal tamer, and he has all these animals. And someone attacked the tribe, and he's just a traveling guy. He's like a circus almost, traveling with all his animals.
One-man circus.
And he comes to this town. It's like Bug's Life. Think of Bug's Life. This is what that would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
They kind of did it with the Jungle Book. Yeah. No, seriously, he's got all those friends. There's a big bad villain. Yeah.
If I'll stick with Panther. I'm gonna stick with Panther.
Okay. Final answer.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought it'd be wolves.
I thought it
Like
did
a
come
pack
up,
of them.
but then I thought wolves would be too common of a thing.
Yeah.
And I like to, But yeah, I do enjoy the wolf life.
That's cool.
What about you? What is your animal of choice?
Wolf
Wolf life.
Wolf life. Wolf life. I'm actually thinking
Wolf life for life.
I'm actually thinking like a ape of some kind.
You want a large?
As long as they could keep it clean, like a large primate, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Teach it to use the bathroom.
Number one,
Give it a tie.
Yeah. Number
Donkey
one,
Kong.
they're like awesome. Number two, people are like, oh, look at that monkey. Like 3, it's like they have the opposable thumb. That's the big key here.
You can practice your thumb wrestling. Quick interjection. Check out Magnum Pollux just posted.
Oh yeah, with the alternate director's cut ending.
Yes, right. I added a little touch. But
Magnum Pollux.
Tried to keep it majoritively the same, but yeah.
It's a short film. It's a short film that we made.
48 hours. It was a weekend. Back to monkey time.
Well, yeah. But no, it's the opposable thumb because you got like a panther or you got like an elephant. Like the elephant's got a trunk, so that comes in handy. But like the panther, like what are you going to teach it to do? Like, hey,
Dude, we hang out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
here, hold this.
It's not like you said earlier.
It like knocks over everything because it's a paw. You hand a monkey something, they're gonna like.
You said relationships aren't built on your physical appearance. We have a deeper connection.
Physical capabilities. No, but I think that'd be cool, especially with all the cool Planet of the Apes movies coming out.
Yeah.
I want the monkeys to remember me
Yeah.
when they take over the planet. I want them to be like, no, this guy's cool. I'm pretty sure this guy and I hung out back in the day. Like,
Wait, and it gets right up in your face. It's like,
yeah. You're like, ask Luke's elephant. The elephant's like, there's like 2 signs, yes or no, like thumbs up, thumbs down. It's like hovering above the no
its ears
one.
have yes and no on it.
Yeah.
It flaps it out and it points.
Should we keep him in the tribe? Sorry, you gotta go.
Silky, you got to go.
They like give me a funny name, like I'm Bobo now.
That's what I was saying. Like,
You Bobo. They like mark weird. Like, hey, I'm cool with that. I can be Bobo.
that's what I'm saying. Harambe named the kid. He's like, Uglug, you are now part of our family. We now have 12 gorillas in the Cincinnati Zoo. Everyone meet Uglug.
They just throw me in like a cage. Like, very plain theirs. They just throw me in a cage with
But
a
a good
girl and
cage,
be like, you are endangered species.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Always looking out for me. Oh, wait, Rick and Morty did that when the dogs took over. And then they had Morty.
Oh, yeah, the girlfriend and everything.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's what you gotta do, man. Animals just have better instincts than that. They're more practical. Like, I mean, why can't I walk into a bar, like, well, you. I mean, go into a bar and you just, like, walk up to a girl, like, hey, gotta keep this human race going, you know what I mean?
And I'm just like, yeah, you like this?
Display.
You like
Display.
this? Look at this peacocking. You like this dance? Here, I got you. this nice shiny SD card case.
You're
You like
grabbing
that?
shiny.
You don't like? Okay, you don't. You want? How about this ball? It's multicolored. You want this ball? How about this quarter inch to 1/8 inch jack? Look at all these things that I have for you. Scissors? You want these scissors too? Look at this. Look at all these things.
Oh, and here's a beer.
The beer. the choice of creators that we probably shouldn't name on Facebook Live, but from the north that we always talk about.
Yeah, that one with the maple leaf on it.
Yeah.
Rhymes with Sabbat 2. But, yeah, so I'd probably go with a monkey.
Yeah.
Name him Caesar.
Big monkey, like are we like talking gorilla? Are we talking orangutan? Are we talking...
Orangutans are weird. I'm not going to go with orangutan.
They got weird.
Their arms are too long. I mean, it's up to, like, it's a chimp. It's a chimp,
okay.
Or it's...
Rip your face off, chimp.
Rip my enemy's face off. Just, yeah. And then, or a gorilla. A gorilla would be cool. Go some full Tarzan on it.
Yeah.
I just feel like hanging out with them. Either I would get really strong because I'm like, everything they're doing,
He's
I'm trying to
you.
do. He's pushing me in my
He's your
best.
spotter.
Or I would just get super weak and skinny because he's just doing all the work for me. But
that would be the best spotter because they're like 10 times stronger than people. So it's like...
Yeah, best spotter.
All right, let me... You're just like, oh, can you get that 300-pound set over there? And it's like...
Or you're like working out and it's just like, it's like 250 and you're like, all right, here we go. And like, the girl's like looking at you from over there. You're like, hey, help me out. He's like, just helping. You can't like see his finger. Or he just like, you're like doing like a pull down. And he just puts his hand on. He just like rests his hand on.
Yeah, look at these. Yeah. Look at this pop.
But yeah, I'm definitely name him like totally ripping off Planet of the Apes. Name him like Caesar or like Julius or like Alexander the Great. Because when they go, like when the tribe of monkeys comes and name me Bobo, like I'm gonna be like, remember what I named you? Like I gave you the coolest name ever. Yeah. And you're like,
still Bobo.
In our culture, Bobo is a name of honor.
That's right, Tom.
All the monkeys are like laughing, like, no, it's not. So yeah, man. But now it's part of the show. It's wrapping up here. Our last segment that we do traditionally is it's time for bum 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 bum.
We have this week in Australian news: Australian fireball erupted on a neutral-based street after a road machine hits a gas line. No one was injured in this incident, but it was probably frickin' awesome to see a fireball come up. So it was like this. I think they were probably like tearing up the road or something.
Wait, did you say this was the Australian news section?
This is.
Okay, I was just making sure. I just did all that, and I thought you just wanted the story. No. Like everyone's like, "What is he making that noise for?"
No, that's the Australian news.
Yeah, Australian news. Yeah. Guys. Okay, so continue on.
So
they were digging through.
So they're probably tearing it up to re-put it down, but there's this cutter thing going on. They hit this gas pipe. Probably sparks are flying. Fireballs erupting. No one got hurt. No one injured. They evacuated a few houses. All the cool stuff going on, with that.
Yeah.
It reminded me though of the Cleveland thing.
Yeah. Crocker Park.
No. It was 90 westbound, inbound to Cleveland. There was a garbage truck riding with the thing up, the garbage thing up, and it took out the walkway. I forgot what it is, but it totally took out a walkway. So it's like someone just totally didn't know what was going on that day, and they just did something.
Oh, yeah. They didn't poke around enough, and then they clipped it, or it was like super dramatic. Like they clipped it, and it was like, what was that noise? And someone goes investigates it, and it like shows their face, and then it shows the thing, and it shows their face, and it shows their thing, and it's like pulling out, and it's like, vroom, 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 vroom. Turn around, everyone get out! Go!
Running.
Yeah. People like getting out of like the cab of like the machine. Like,
Oh, I probably shouldn't have done this in slow motion. That's going kind of quick behind me.
The one guy's like got his ear things on and he's just like eating his lunch. Like rubble is like falling behind him. He like gets a speck of dirt and he's like, and then like a rock just falls on his like lunchbox. Damn it.
Not again.
I hate it when that happens.
Christ! Crikey!
Crikey!
So I mean, with that, you always got to be looking out in life. There's things going on that you got to appreciate, you got to take the time to analyze the situation before you go buck wild into doing something. You can't always just say, that's what I want to do. I'm going full head of steam into it with no regard for human life, like LeBron James heading into the finals. And it's just a time of life where, you got to think about the animals. And what do they think about? Why are
what
we
do they
so...
think about you?
Exactly. Are we much better than them to begin with? Just because we could put them in cages? I don't know that. Maybe they have a better workout routine than we do. And that's just something that we can learn from them. Are there... every time a cat gets up, it's got to stretch. Maybe we should start stretching when we get up and being stagnant. And, sometimes you forget stuff, but when you got a pet elephant, it doesn't really matter because they got your back. And, life is just living it as the primal way. We're trying to create these new technologies where we're cloning people, we're cloning sheeps, we're, we're doing other stuff. We got cars driving for us, and we don't do anything ourselves anymore. We can't take it into our own consciousness to judge ourselves to be better, and not to hate ourselves, but to get yourself to a better path of life, better quality of life. And with that, I mean, you do you, but do the best you can do without messing it up for everyone else. That's about it.
Don't fall in anybody's cage.
That's right. Unless you're a pretty lady and you want to fall in my cage. Oh, I got kind of weird there.
Anyway.
Wait, not cage. I'm in a cage of life.
Cage of life. The relationship.
Together, I would also be in that cage. And it would be an open cage where we can...
You'd be stuck in that cage with me.
I am just digging, like... It was like shoveled. Oh, Jesus.
But thank you for tuning in. Our first live podcast ever. Appreciate it.
20th episode.
20th episode. Hopefully, 20 more coming your way.
Yes, hopefully 20 more at least.
All right, but everyone have a great rest of your Memorial Day. If you're wrapping up your cookouts, be safe going home.
Yes, I hope you had some good wieners in your mouth, some good buns around your burgers, and good potato salad.
Yeah, maybe you had a nice cold Sabat Dieu.
Yes, nice import for your American holiday.
Yeah, but
all right,
take it easy.